Forest's worst start to a season in 108 years. 1 point from the first 18 on the table. An optimist would remind you there are still 120 to play for. It remains early days. Here's James Saliki for Borough. Couldn't keep his effort down. The man on loan from Rennes, making his full debut. A purposeful run that. And Neil Warnock has won his last 6 league games against Forest. He's never won 7 in a row against an opponent in his managerial career in the English League. Now might be a good time. Such a Forest worries. That's a decent effort driven in low there. But the save is made by Joe Lumley. Lewis Graben offside on the follow-up. Philip Zinkernagel, the Dane, with the initial effort. Good work here from Marcus Tavernier. And it's Andras Sporar! Fantastic strike, adding to Nottingham Forest woes. The Slovenian latched onto that pass from Tavernier. And Chris Hughton has overseen a terrible start to the campaign, and it's not getting any better tonight. A first start, a first goal for Middlesbrough, and it was special. No chance whatsoever for Ethan Horvath, who got the nod over Bryce Samba for this game. Free kick Forest. And a little flick there from Loikumbe So. Couldn't find a way past the keeper. At least it's a shot on target for the home side. Clever flick. Not quite clever enough. The 14th consecutive campaign at this level. Forest last in League One in 2007-2008 as Johnny Howson flew in there. He'll be getting a yellow card from the referee, Andy Woolmer. Bad challenge on Lewis Graben. And some distress there. Right at the end of this first 45. Hernandez. So that's good work from Johnson to dispossess him. Taylor's header down and Worrell! Crooks heroically got in the way. Frustration for Hughton. He thought that might be a chink of light for them. The Teessiders with just a single maximum from their half-dozen championship outings to date. Crooks. Hernandez. The Cuban on loan from Norwich, unable to find a way past the keeper from, admittedly, an unlikely angle, well supplied by Crooks. Free kick comfortably cleared. Onto the roof of the net there from Zinkernagel, desperately trying to make things happen for his manager. They have started the second half with some belief. Forest turned over here by Cardiff at the weekend. Graben was on target in that game, but he couldn't test Joe Lumley on that occasion. The owners watching on. The manager in need of a result. Lumley, good distance on that. Back for Horvath. Oh, a heavy touch Hernandez cannot believe his luck and celebrates with the away fans. A man brought in between the posts to try and stop the goals has gifted one to Middlesbrough. Hernandez opening his account for the club, and he'll rarely have scored a simpler goal. So with the ball back, Horvath wishing the ground would swallow him up. Some of the fans leaving already. Borough looking for a third. Ikpeazu saved well, and then on the follow-up, Grant Hall denied by his opposing number 4, Joe Worrell. Could have been even worse for Forest. There is the final whistle. Nottingham Forest remain rooted to the bottom of the table. Forest 0, Middlesbrough 2.
It's a very difficult position that we find ourselves in, and it's not a very comfortable position. I'm the manager here. I ultimately take responsibility for all results, irrespective of the circumstances around that, or whether we feel that the squad is strong enough or the team is strong enough. You know, ultimately I'm judged on the results that we get, and at this moment and from the start of the season, our results haven't showed that, and there has to be a very quick turnaround, because otherwise, you know, every game that we look at, there isn't that one game that we can look at that we think, you know, this is a more comfortable game than the last one. There isn't one. And however that turnaround happens, it needs to happen.